Security, aesthetics and weatherproofing. That is the three questions we get asked most by customers when they buy windows, doors and conservatories. Security. Let's just run through the security on our PVC window. Obviously the window itself is internally glazed, and that means that the beads are put in from the inside. That means they cannot be removed from the outside, giving you peace of mind and security. Locking systems. We use a Mako Mark 1 lock. What you've actually got, the full height of the profile, the silver bar is actually the locking system. You get 6 locking points, one to the top, one to the bottom, which pulls into a keep top and bottom to give you security, and 4 compression rollers. They're mushroom headed, so they fit into the keep plate. It's actually behind the profile, so that it's very secure, and these can be added to or adjusted to give better compression, so that you've got obviously a better weatherproofing. When the product is fully closed, it just looks like a standard window, but you've got the peace of mind that you get 6 locking points, the full height of the profile. We also, as standard, fit on a thing called a security claw. There's 2 security claws down the hinge side as well. So if the window was attacked by a would-be burglar, and you put a crowbar in, the security claws actually enable the product to stay very secure all the way through. Aesthetics. We offer a number of choices of aesthetics. We've got a fully beveled frame or a fully enveloped frame. It's really down to the individual's choice and what their home requires. The ornate, envelope or beveled, the choice is yours. Exactly the same price. Thermal efficiency is exactly the same, it's just down to actual choice. Same price. Window choice, style of choices is really down to the individual and the needs of their house. We've got various styles. We can make any style of window basically that you require. One of the ones I'm going to show you today is the floating mullion. With Part M legislation, it says that we must fit fire escape windows in bedrooms. In certain style houses, obviously you're restricted by with the brickwork. You can't always get a full opener. So this is a slightly oversized window, but it actually demonstrates the floating mullion. What you've actually got is a facility to open the full window up to enable exit if necessary in a fire situation. The window below you will see is a side hung next to a fixed window. Obviously if that was quite restricted, you've got a smaller opening because of the bar. As I demonstrated earlier, the floating mullion gives you a full opening. Georgian bar. 2 choices. Astragal bar or traditional Georgian bar. The Georgian bar itself is fitted inside the window, so it could be argued it's quite easy to clean. You've got 1 pane of glass to clean with the bars on the inside, or more aesthetically pleasing is the Astragal bar, which is face mounted on the outside, so it gives a much more traditional finish. The choice is down to the customer really. Equal sight lines. Depending on the style of your property, you might want to use a balanced sash or equal sight lines. This actual product here is demonstrating equal sight lines. Every fixed light we've actually put a dummy sash in, so when the window's in a fully closed position, this line is the same all the way along, so you get equal sight lines. If I just show you on the window to the side here to demonstrate the difference, this is a sash and this is your fixed light. You can see that it's not equal sight lines, it actually steps down. So depending on the property, especially with Georgian bar or leaded lights, it's important to have balanced sash. Slightly more expensive, but a lot more aesthetically pleasing, as you can see here. Sash horns. Depending on this, again, the style of the house, sometimes you might need a sash horn. What this is doing is a copy, if you like, of a sort of sash box window, where they've got the sash horns built onto the bottom of the window. We don't use a clip-on bracket to do this. We actually use through horn. So this is 1 piece of profile being machined and capped to give that finish, and then a mechanically jointed bottom rail on it so that the sash horn is demonstrated, so it looks a bit like a vertical slider. Pressure equalization is a is quite a new concept for double glazing. For years we've had drainage within the frame to allow the water to escape, but when the window's actually closed up, because of the way the weather seal works and how well it performs, it actually causes a vacuum inside the frame which holds the water in place. So what we do now, there's only a few manufacturers use this facility, is a thing called pressure equalization. If you notice to the top of the window, there's two holes in the sash. Again, it looks like drainage. It's not drainage, it's the pressure equalization. If you think of a tin of evaporated milk, if you punch one hole in the tin and you go to pour, it sort of glugs out, it doesn't pour freely. However, if you put two holes in, top and bottom, it'll pour very, very freely. This enables the drainage to work much better because it's not a vacuum, and therefore it clears out easier. So it gives you the peace of mind that your sealed unit is going to last a lot longer because it doesn't break down because it's been held in water.